common man now spends 4-5 to feed himself.
Yes.
And is even an unbalanced diet.
Never. Yes.
The IMF has said that we have to wait for 15 years for the policies of Tinubu, to change Nigeria for better. What's the reaction?
First things first. For the fact that IMF came out to tell you that spells a doom for any nation. IMF have never they have never had any good intention for any country. Now, I'd like to go back to history. As an African, you must remember Muammar Gaddafi. That man, he has his own flaws, but the man has always exposed the hypocrisy of the West. Muammar Gaddafi, former president of Libya. Libya was far better than most Western nations before he was assassinated. Now, the man refused to take those IMF all their loans. But he knew that these are just bubbly traps. Any nation, okay, work with me. Burkina Faso president, that young guy,
Ibrahim Traore,
is not listening to the IMF. If you Thomas Sankara, these people, they knew, eventually great leader, they knew that IMF never had good intentions for Africa, and they are very sure about it. But look at our president. IMF will not. Okay, they're asking people to wait for 15 years. 15 years. It is finished. With the amount of suffering, nobody can close and imagine how next year will be. Some people, now we can thank God for our lives. We can say, oh, Jesus or Allah, anybody, thank you. Some cannot, I will never thank God because they don't even know where their next meal is coming from. Then IMF is telling you to wait for 15 years. Now, this is the question. What is the presidency saying? As at October 16, what's today's date? You don't know October 16? Naira is one of the worst performing currencies in the world. World Bank, not me. When I speak, I have fact. World Bank made that statement. So there's a problem.
But these are the people that were praising Tinubu's audacity to take away the subsidy.
That is the problem. They push into problem. In my life, I say, what is why you're your spanner? Like they just push you and remove the way. They remove the brake. Just slide into anarchy or slide into problem. These people, they knew or they know what they are doing. They never wanted Africa to go. It is you that will grow. Nobody, see, let me tell you, it is a slave that will emancipate himself. Nobody really wants a slave to be emancipated. Africa, Nigeria as a whole has everything good, or everything better than most of these Western nations. But then, why is Africa underdeveloped? You ask yourself. Well, you are saying receiving advice from these people. IMF is not. This World Bank, they are not your friends until you know this fact. They are not. Their policy will not make you be free from slavery. You understand? Let me digress a little bit. The slain leader of Hezbollah, Hassan Nasrallah, made one statement. Again, I don't support all those people. But he said that in the UN, it is when you are powerful, you are untouchable. Let me give an example. Till today, after Russia has invaded or their special military operation in Ukraine, what has happened to them? So the more powerful you are, the more you are likely to be above some certain. But low or weak nations, Africa today is weak. So they can give you any. Now, okay, let's go again. If, for example, they want to give you a loan, they will tell you, oh, you must accept some of our culture or our norms. They tell you, accept lesbianism, accept same-sex marriage and everything. That's one side. Have you ever seen any of those nations tell Saudi Arabia, accept this thing? Never. Tell Qatar, tell UAE. Now the question asks them, what's the difference between UAE, Qatar, and Africa? Because these ones are prospering. They found a way or to make their law to be above any other international law that may come in terms of want to borrow them anything. But here, anything because you want to borrow, you want to collect, they give you loan, you collect, they give you GMO food, you collect, they give you all these vaccines, you collect. A beggar, don't forget, a beggar has no choice. Anything they give, you collect. the more you collect, the more you lose your sovereignty. And I always tell people, freedom comes with responsibility. If you want to be free, be responsible. As far as we have irresponsible leaders in Africa, Africa will never be free. Irresponsible leader, as I'm talking about clear irresponsible leaders, you don't want to be responsible. You don't want to be responsible. You must. You can't be free because you're not responsible. Yeah, I gave a perfect example. The other day I said, a man, this man had a child. No, a son, not even a child. He's above 18. Then the son decided that I want to be plaiting my hair. Now, that's no issue. Then the man told the guy, you're my son, you are still living under my roof. If you want to plait your hair, you'll have to leave my house. That's the man, which is a very good choice. I like the man. Then the son felt that I'm a big boy. I want to continue plaiting hair. The guy left. But since that guy is incapable of feeding himself, it's like a prodigal son in the Bible. This one is a true life. But the man called a radio station to make the statement. After like 2-3 weeks, the guy came back to that same house. First thing, he first barbed his hair. You know, in all those scenarios, you know, women are always emotional. The mother was crying. Why would you not allow my son to leave me? The father said, no, I'm playing with your son or my son too, but let him follow me. Since the guy said no, then the guy left. After 3 weeks, whether much hunger and everything, the guy, when he was coming back, he first barbed the hair low cut. He removed the chain, the earring. He now came back, and the man told, since they have made, my son is back home. Yeah, cook for him. Yeah, I'm playing with him. He now told the son, I'm playing with you. This is my house. Follow me. Now, according to the man, that son now is married, but he's no longer plaiting hair. More of the story is that you want to be free, be responsible. Africa, Nigeria cannot be free if you are not responsible. You collect loan. These are some of the loans that China collected, and if you look at China today, China is the third, the second. When talk about when it talks about the richest country in the world, China after the US, China is second.
And they also came from loan.
Yes, and there are some projections that China may overtake in the nearest future. So when somebody and I'm using China is the perfect example. When somebody tells you, oh, it's our population, I more population than China. Under Buhari, Nigeria overtook India as the headquarters of poverty in the world. Under Buhari. Yes, Nigeria is the whole world now. Nigeria is the headquarters of poverty in the world as at now.
I can imagine how it will have tripled now under Tinubu.
Now, Nigeria only come about open defecation. Open defecation. Nigeria overtook India again. These are indices. These are what you can see. These are what is on not on the internet. What people are seeing. So when you say population, India 1.4 billion. They just overtook China. China 1.3 billion. Nigeria is not up to 300 million. So where is problem coming from? When it comes to you say population, you say so. Sometimes population can be to your advantage if you are ready to think and make your country. I'm sorry to mention Peter Obi when he said consumption to production. Instead of consuming, produce something.
Talking about Peter Obi yesterday, a sigh of relief came immediately. Peter Obi appeared. I mean, there was a gridlock around that Kogi.
Yes.
For over 12 hours.
Yes.
But Peter Obi is happens to be one of the. I think if he's not the only former governor who still use the road.
Yes.
He was going to Kogi, and he saw that traffic. He got down. He sorted the issue.
Yes.
And everybody started calling him my president.
Yes.
I mean, even the Northerners, the Adewa boys that were driving the trailers, all of them were saying, I mean, are you sure this is not sending a shockwave to Tinubu? Because Tinubu immediately saw that, he's saying he's going to reshuffle his cabinet tomorrow. I mean, should we be excited that Tinubu will reshuffle his cabinet tomorrow?
Okay, first of all, let me agree with your point. When you always say that, maybe that's your opinion that maybe Peter Obi is weak. Now, in saying that, now imagine if Peter Obi had been more vocal, ordinary show of his character, made people to say my president and made, like you said, he's sending a shockwave to the presidency. Now imagine if Peter Obi may have been more vocal against all the policies of the government. Maybe we would have seen some more action. That's why I said I'm agreeing with that. Maybe we would have seen some more action by the presidency. Yesterday, as a man his tire got burst. We were hearing that maybe somebody, some there's collision and everything. 25,000 is that big tire of a caterpillar. It got burst. And there was this gridlock. The man was saying, I don't believe this road, sir. My tire just got burst, and the 25,000 is too much and everything. The Peter came down. You could see women. The man himself was just smiling. He was happy. He said, Peter, you don't worry. You just, I said, look at, that's when you have to, you know, I don't tell people. For example, the love that I have for him is, that's how people don't think, oh no, we don't expect anything from this man. We just love him. So you can see, so people can now see that the love that I have for Peter Obi is what other people have. It's in Kogi, not even in the east. You know, Nigeria will say, oh, if it was, let me say, in the east or in the Niger Delta, and people call south, maybe they will say, oh, it's better to the east. This is Kogi. Kogi is north center. You understand? You understand? So if people from that axis could see this man, if women over there where this can see this man as their own opinion, our president, that means this man is showing that yes, I have empathy to you. I am feeling what you are feeling. Like you said, if it can be, thank God. If for example, if this has not happened, people have said no, Peter Obi flies. If Peter Obi can be plying the road, all these things are baby steps. And again, all these things are lessons. We should be able to, how do I put it? We should be able to make sure that this lesson is ingrained. That this lesson of Peter Obi, let all our governors, current one, our senators, our House of Reps, our president, let them take a cue that having human feelings matters a lot. Leadership is by example, not by what you say, by what you do. They seem that Peter Obi, oh, damn, this man is facing what you are facing, and now come down, not like a big man say, hey, Peter Obi. He came down, sympathizing with them, he worked with them, people around him want to snap selfie with him. That means this man is facing what you are facing. This should serve as lessons to all our political leaders. That not what you say is what you do that will bring confidence of the people. That will make, you cannot say tighten your seat belt and they say that you are buying jets, you are buying yachts and everything.
Escalate.
Then I am telling the poor people to.
So are you saying you are not excited with the cabinet reshuffling that might happen? No, it's still a probability, by the way. But are you excited that this might happen? Between today and tomorrow.
You see, I'm a kind of person that I don't expect much from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I said it from the beginning. But ordinarily, if like I always tell people, oh, somebody say I'm not against anybody. If things get better, it will be for my own advantage. For advantage, if this does not, for example, it is the advantage of is the disadvantage of all of us. Am I right? So this is simple as that. The cabinet is shuffled. Who are we likely to see? Jesus said, "I'm not Jesus. I gave my life to Christ just 8 years ago. I'm not Jesus." But he said, "You cannot pour new wine into old bottles. You cannot do it. Do the same thing over and over again, and expecting result. It is the highest form of madness." You understand? If you don't put technocrat, Obasanjo did it. If you don't put technocrat in the government, if you don't put people that are likely to work in tandem with your goal and aspiration, and you are still putting politicians, you are still recycling same old people. Dollar might become too. I told all of you in January.
Well, dollar is now 1.7.
I told all of you in January, but I like to say, I said by August, dollar will go as 1,800. Now, is it October 1,007? I'm not a prophet. I don't want to be a prophet, but you can just see the indices. But like I always say, I don't believe in luck. I believe in cause and effect. So I believe that what you sow is what you reap. So if, for example, if you bring in technocrat, if you bring in people that may do this job irrespective of political party or even tribe or religion, things will get better. But if we do the same thing or bring people that like how do I put it, a political compensation, the same people again don't expect anything. Just be the same kind of jamboree, the same kind of stories, the same kind of news and everything. Nothing is going to change.
Thank you very much, Mr. Iruwa, for that beautiful piece from you as usual. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.